into various types. They have various effects on our lives, and these words have the powers to do and undo. First of all, I'm going to talk about the types of words. Talking about the type of words, I'll be speaking on two classes. The type that favors the word irrespective of your gender, your age, or your sex. These types, they range from the common words such as the noun to the very uncommon words such as the loan words. I'm not going to dwell much on that. The second part I'm going to talk about is the part which the part which is drawn from the scriptures. From this part, we have basically two types of words: the honey words and the sword words. From this classification, you can classify that which favors the word under both the honey and the sword. First of all, let me talk about the swordish words. These are the words that are capable of destroying happiness, words that are capable of stealing the joy you have. Let's take for instance, you were pricked with a pin unexpectedly. I know you feel the pains, even when you are waiting for the pain to get into you, like you're taking an injection. You will still have an uneasy moment at that time. Now, that is just the pains of a pain. How much more will a sword cause the injury to the body? Sometimes some of us will feel that is nothing because the blade has not gotten to us. Now let me give you this illustration. All of us watch movies. You might have watched Spartacus, Merlin, Legend of the Seeker, Xena. You see how the sword can easily destroy the life of a human. Even you watching the movie, you are not the one who the sword is getting upon, but you feel the pains that the victim is passing through. Even if the guys will say they won't feel it, the ladies will understand what I'm talking about. When the sword comes upon the neck, as in you have this feeling like closing your eyes and screaming, wow, what's that? If that sword can injure a person like that, how much more are the words we are speaking, which are the swordish words, causing to our victims? The second type is the honey words. All of us have tasted honey. We know how honey looks like. If a drop of honey gets into your mouth, I bet you, even if you don't want to smile, a little glimpse of your cheek will be widening. So also are the words of honey to our body. If I use my hand in dropping a honey into your mouth, you can never hit my hand. So also are the words of honey. When a person speaks the words of honey into your life, you have no other choice than to scrape up that place and lick it. When the words come into your life, it's just easy for you to absorb it and create happiness in that place. That is for the types of words. Now, talking about the effect of words, how can the swordish words affect us? How can the honeysh words affect us? The words which are caused by the sword, I've explained the illustration of how the sword comes upon the neck. When I was in secondary school, I had this bad character of talking back to anybody anyhow. I never understood the effect of the words I was speaking then. Until last year, one of my classmates called me. He reminded me of one word I told him back then in school. And he told me, if not because you helped me during an exam, I would have used because of this word to do you what you won't like. That is to tell you that what I said did not actually kill the person, but it put him in a manner that he cannot take. There was a gatekeeper at a courtroom. This gatekeeper has the attitude of telling everybody coming into and outside the courtroom, welcome, goodbye, have a nice day. But every day he keeps saying all these words. They were never bringing forth any fruit. But one day, one of the regular visitors was walking out. He never saw the man. He walked to the gate and he came back. He asked for that attendant. They showed him. That is why we tend to pick the negative almost all the times. The encyclopedia has a total of 750,000 words, but every day we use a maximum of 500, a minimum of 500, or a maximum of 2,000. But out of all these words, only 1/4 of it is what is positive that we speak. The words that you use in associating to your experience defines how your experience is going to look like. What if the next time something that gets you annoyed, you see it, and you reply with something like, I'm peeved, I will never get annoyed? What will get out of you? What if for the next time that something that when you're asked, how do you feel? Instead of saying, I feel bad, you said something like, wow, I feel great. What is it going to cost you? Remember, the label you place behind the experience you have will determine how your experience will look like. Choose your words wisely. Thank you.